Hey yo, it's WWD, and we're here at the Oregon Coast Aquarium on our anniversary, and we're gonna check out this aquarium and give it a rating. Sorry for not making a lot of videos in the past couple of months, but we're gonna have a fun time. Righteous, it's a jelly. These were moon jellyfish, and they're right when you entered the aquarium. Very beautiful, and they had a giant 3,000 gallon tank that they were in. Their architectural structures of the aquarium were magnificent. And here's my wife looking into the blue abyss on our anniversary while I film. This was the sea lion and harbor seal little aquarium that they had. It was actually very massive, and it was very unique that they put them together, even though they are together out in the wild. And we got to see them do a feeding show, but I left that out, so if you guys go, nothing's spoiled. Here are some puffins, and their enclosure was very unique. None of their wings were clipped, and they had a huge net over the top, and they were like walking around by your feet and stuff, and it was really cool to see this enclosure. Here's one that has some gnarly hairdo. This was one of the rescues. He's like blind in one eye, and I believe those were loons, if I can remember right, and they had him in a big breeding program. And here are some of the babies that are about like 8 months old to a year old, just losing their feathers. Pay attention to the color of the anemone and the octopus. Camouflage at its finest. I thought this was pretty awesome to see. Oh, the wonderful touch tank. They had sea anemones, starfish, sea cucumbers, and sea urchins. This was my wife's first time ever doing a touch tank, so she had a great time, and we got to learn a lot. And these are great activities for kids and people of all ages to learn about the animals and see how they feel. A good old spineback giving us a show, and we had some rockfish in here that are all native to the Oregon and Washington coast, and that's all they do is sit there and pretend to be rocks with camouflage. These guys were monkey face pricklebacks, and they kind of look like eels, and there's a whole bunch of them in here. Hands down, the cutest little fish here. 10 out of 10 adorable. Suction cup to a wall. Oh man, what a massive grass tank. This would be somewhere like near the kelp forest and stuff, and they had a bunch of fish living together in here. If you look real closely, you can see them because they all blend in with the grass. This tank was probably one of the coolest setups that I liked. It had some feather pen anemones and some giant eye rockfish, and just had a really cool vibe and nice background with it. These were probably the awesomest fish here, sculpins, and these neon banana yellow ones were really cool to watch, and they also had these brown ones that were as equally as cool as the yellow ones. Just take deep breaths. Everything will be fine. Oh, yes. The cute and cuddly criminals of the ocean. Sea otters. These guys were just napping after a good little meal that we got to see them eat. Got to see some massive halibut in this awesome overview tank that you got to walk through. And got to see some things I didn't even know were in Oregon coast and Washington coast. This was pretty cool. They actually had bait balls for their leopard sharks, and I got to see something I never thought I would ever see, and that is a 7 gill shark. Look how big this behemoth is, and what a wonderful creature of the ocean this is. This was probably my second favorite fish to see here. Massive animal. So it was a long day of traveling. The aquarium was pretty great. It did really good justice for Washington and Oregon species, and that's all they really had there, which was pretty cool to see that they only specialized in those type of fish and animals that are living on the west coast. So overall, I thought it was a 6 out of 10 for the rating of the aquarium. Price wise, I wouldn't pay it again. So, but other than that, they have a good rescuing program for rehabbing animals, and they had a at every station they had someone standing there giving you more information about the animals. So, 6 out of 10 for sure. Good aquarium, one-time thing for sure, and hope you guys check it out if you ever get to the middle of Oregon's coast sometime. I'm gonna get to bed, and I appreciate you all for watching, and comment below if you guys want to see more of these videos. And I'm out.